Today, we're exploring one of the most iconic works in science fiction, Philip K. Dick's The Android's Dream of Electric Sheep. A novel that inspired the legendary Blade Runner film and continues to challenge how we think about humanity, technology, and the nature of reality. Philip K. Dick, commonly referred to as PKD, is often called the godfather of cyberpunk. He was a visionary writer known for his works that explore alternate realities, paranoia, and the blurry line between human and machine. The Android's Dream of Electric Sheep is perhaps his most famous novel, setting the stage for the modern sci-fi genre. PKD was one of the most prolific science fiction writers of his time, known for exploring alternate realities and philosophical dilemmas. In 1966, amid the height of his creative output, he began working on a novel that would become one of his defining works. It was written over several months and published by Doubleday in March 1968. Dick was inspired by several post-World War II anxieties, including concerns about the rise of technology, the degradation of the environment, and societal shifts in empathy and morality. The story takes place in a post-apocalyptic future San Francisco. The Earth has been ravaged by nuclear war. Humanity is fragmented, with many emigrating to colonies on Mars, leaving behind a bleak and desolate planet behind them. In this world, owning a real animal is a sign of social status because most species have gone extinct. And if you can't afford a real animal, well, there's always the option of an electric one, hence the title. The novel is no space opera. It is instead a deep psychological exploration of profound questions. What does it mean to be human? Can artificial beings ever be truly alive? And if they can think and feel, do we have a moral obligation to treat them as equals? It also asks us to question the nature of our own reality. If we ourselves were artificial creations, how would we know? The protagonist, Rick Deckard, is a bounty hunter tasked with retiring rogue androids. They are synthetic humans who have escaped from their lives of servitude on Mars and are hiding on Earth. But what unfolds is a deeply philosophical exploration of identity, empathy, and what it truly means to be human. One of the core themes of the novel is empathy. In this world, empathy is considered the defining trait of humanity. But what happens when machines, like the Nexus 6 androids, exhibit the same, or even greater, levels of intelligence and emotional complexity? As Deckard pursues the androids, in order to earn the funds to finance his personal dreams, a flicker of guilt forces him to question whether his job is morally justified. Are they truly just machines, or is there more to them? In this fictional world, the similarity between humans and androids is now so close that the only way the bounty hunters can tell the difference is to use the Voight-Kampff test, which measures emotional responses to questions designed to provoke empathy. And what if a human were to take the test and is found to be lacking sufficient empathy? Would and should they be retired too? Unlike the film adaptation, Deckard is portrayed as unquestionably human in the novel. Deckard starts the story owning a solitary electric sheep, of which he is ashamed, due to its artificial nature. He desires to spend his reward money on purchasing a real goat, since owning a living animal in his post-apocalyptic society will raise his status. It also represents his yearning for something real and authentic in a world increasingly dominated by artificiality. Deckard's desire for something real could be seen as a metaphor for our own desires. How much of what we pursue, wealth, status, even technology, is truly fulfilling, and how much of it is just an illusion? Throughout the story, Deckard experiences a profound internal conflict about his empathy and moral responsibilities. His interactions with the Nexus 6 androids and his evolving feelings about them force him to question the nature of empathy, the supposed defining trait of humanity. He struggles with guilt over killing androids, who seem to exhibit intelligence and emotion despite society's insistence that they lack real feeling. It could even be argued that although he is actually human, He is more of a machine than the Nexus 6 he hunts. This is in many ways reminiscent of the themes of Anthony Burgess's novel, A Clockwork Orange, which poses the thought that in a troubled and failing society many of its inhabitants are merely human on the outside, and machine on the inside. It argues that many people merely going through the motions of outwardly presenting what a human should be. Another reoccurring theme of many of PKD's work, which can also be found in this novel, is that of religion. Questions concerning religion directly relate to the author's own mystical Gnostic experiences in real life. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Introduces a fictional religion called Mercerism, centered around collective empathy and shared experiences through a device called the Empathy Box. Through Mercerism, PKD critiques both organized religion and society's need for connection. It's another layer of his exploration of what unites us as humans. When the book was first published, it received mixed reviews. Some praised it for its philosophical questions and world-building, while others found its fragmented narrative challenging. However, within the science fiction community, PKD's exploration of artificial life and the nature of humanity resonated deeply. It was nominated for the Nebula Award in 1968, a prestigious honor in the science fiction genre. Although it didn't win, the nomination cemented its importance in speculative fiction. Despite its critical recognition, the book didn't achieve mainstream success upon release. Sales were modest, and it wasn't until years later, thanks to the rise of the cyberpunk genre and a growing interest in artificial intelligence, that it eventually gained widespread popularity. Of course, much of its cultural resurgence can be credited to Ridley Scott's 1982 adaptation, Blade Runner. Despite significantly deviating in plot points and tone from the source material, the film brought new attention to the novel, sparking a renewed interest that continues today. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? May have started as a niche sci-fi novel, but with the steady increase and advancement of digital and virtual technologies into our everyday lives, the novel continues to grow more relevant by the day and is considered by many to be a cornerstone of modern thought on the spiritual and moral nature of technology, consciousness, and society. It is more than just a sci-fi story of a cat and mouse pursuit. Hunter and hunted. It is a profound meditation on what it means to be conscious and self-aware in a world where technology increasingly blurs the lines between man and machine. So, what do you think? Can machines dream? And if they can, what is the difference between a man and a machine? And what of the nature of reality itself? What is real? Are we real? How do we know? And what of our actions? Do we demonstrate empathy to other beings? Are we ourselves deserving of empathy and understanding? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the worlds of science fiction and beyond. Thanks for watching.